poppin', y'all? It's your boy One Troy Rock. Like and subscribe, give me a comment. Alright, I wanted to start the day off by talking about bringing up a certain player that I feel like people, since we drafted him, they never really gave him a chance, and that's Dillard. I remember the tape on Dillard coming out of college. He was real athletic. He was good with his hands. He was a dancing bear. He was a better pass blocker than run blocker. But dude, y'all gotta remember, this only dude third season in the league. Like, that's another player I feel like, he was drafted high. We need to give him a chance. It's not, he can't do, y'all calling him a bust already. Dude can't do nothing about an injury. Like, that's things that's out of his hands. But for us to be calling him trash and he a bust and all, it's only his third year in the league. Last year he was set to start, but he got injured. Like, it happens. It's football. Like, and I feel like Mailata stepping in at that left tackle spot, Dillard can learn to right. Because Lane Johnson gonna be out the league in a few years, man. Just looking at how his career going, he been injured the last like 2.5 years. So Lane Johnson is either going to be ineffective after a while due to all the surgeries and stuff, or he's going to be out in the league. So we're going to need a right tackle. And if anything, we could still stick Jared Mailata at right tackle and put Dillard at left. See, I don't think we should trade Dillard. He could be like one of our number one sleepers. We never really seen him on the field too much. Only like a few games out of his rookie year, and last year he missed the entire season. Like, y'all don't give dudes. That's what I say. What I mean when I say y'all don't give dudes a chance. Like, y'all don't give dudes a chance to prove themselves. Like, ain't nothing you can do about an injury, man. Just like with Carson, ain't nothing you can do about an injury. It happens. It's the game of football. It's grown men running themselves into another grown man, like smashing their bodies into another grown man. Pause. But, ain't really nothing you could do about it. But I feel like our O-line going to be solid this year. If we could get Brooks back to playing good, we could get Lane to stay healthy. Jason Kelsey back. He still run that. Isaac Seumalo, he did a good job last year. And we can stick Mailata or Dillard at left tackle. I feel like we're gonna have a solid offensive line, man. And I feel like we need to, like I've been saying this whole offseason. Everybody's so focused on offense. I feel like we have to put a defense out there, a solid defense, a top 10 defense out there on that field for the Philadelphia Eagles to, succeed. Like, I'm cool. Like, if our first two picks is defensive players, I'm fine with that. I feel like our offense is going to be solid. We got a lot of speed. Dudes got more experience. I feel like Rager got something to prove because he feel like people doubting him now, calling him a bust already, and it's only his second year in the league. Quez Watkins, I feel like he going to have a breakout year. Dallas Goedert, if he could stay healthy, he could have another solid season. Miles Sanders, he's a dog. They just got to feed that dude and get him a solid power backup so he don't have to take too much of the load on his hands. Because Miles, he a little, I ain't going to say injury prone, but he get nicked up a lot. He'll break a long run and then end up on the injury list the next week because of I don't know. I don't get it. But, man, like I was saying, yeah, we need to put together a solid defense on that. And it's hot in here. Hold on. Sheesh. Yeah, like I was saying, we need to put together a solid defense that put out there on that field because I seen the Colts defense last year and they didn't have a lot of big names. They had Darius Leonard was really their only big name, and DeForest Buckner on the defensive line. But other than that, they had a whole bunch of solid players that knew their role and played their role well. So I feel like our defense this year could kind of be the same. Man, I feel like it can. Man, we don't know Rich Gannon philosophy and all that, or what he gonna put out on the field. Like his defensive scheme. We don't know if we running a 3-4, 4-3. We don't know none of that. All I know is we need solid players. Solid players. Especially in our secondary, because our secondary is the spot that get hurt the most. Avonte Maddox can't play outside. I'm tired of stressing this. He cannot be a outside corner. He's too small and he doesn't have the speed. So he should just be relegated to the slot or be a safety, in my opinion. I like Alex Singleton. I like TJ Edwards. I like Bradley. I'm glad Nate Gary is gone because he one of the worst. He was the worst, man. And Jim Schwartz just kept putting him out there on the field. He was one of the worst, getting scorched every week. Man, he couldn't read the way the offensive line run blocking was set up to save his life. Like, he going all opposite directions, and I'm like, damn, dog, you can't be this bad. You cannot be this bad, and it can't get no worse. I mean, I want to see what's gonna happen with Davion Teller. I want to see what's gonna happen with Bradley at the linebacker spot. But if we could get a Micah Parsons at 12, I'll take Micah Parsons at 12 because he's gonna command that defense for years. You throw him in there, he's gonna be a solid starter for 10 years if he can stay healthy. Or a Caleb Fairley, or because I got a feeling Surtain is gonna be gone top 10. But if we could get a Caleb Farley or Joe Horn or a Kamara from Notre Dame, a Zane Collins, somebody that's gonna be in this defense and demanding and putting working on this defense. I feel like we could get a corner opposite Slade. Not a shutdown corner, but a corner that's going to make the other receiver work. Because in this division alone, every team has 2 wide receivers that can be explosive number 1 or something like that. Could be a number 1 receiver. Like New York just bringing in John Ross. I know he had a bad career. He had a bad start to his career over there at Cincy, but dude still can run. He still can run. A Galladay, a big physical route running receiver. Somebody like that. I mean, they got in Dallas they got 3 receivers. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper. Washington, they got Terry McLaurin. They just brought Curtis Samuel in over there. So we're gonna need corners. Man, we're gonna have to cover. We have to cover these guys, or it's just gonna be pick and choose all day. Because they're not going to try to slay too much. So, I mean, I feel like if a Micah Parsons gone, if a Devontae Smith gone, I feel like our best bet would be to go after a corner. You know what I mean? And then we got the assets to trade back up into the first round. Like the low 20s, something like that. And we probably could grab a Kamara from Notre Dame or Zane Collins from Tulsa. We probably could grab one of those guys. But I feel like our first 2 picks should be defense. If Devontae Smith not there, our first 2 picks should be defense. Let me know what y'all think in the comment. It's one Trey Riddock. I'm out of here.